Well, hey guys, what is going on out there today? Happy Sunday morning. Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Another episode of 7 Around 7. We got 7:15 this morning out here in the West Coast. California Desert Rancho Mirage, specifically. The Mission Hills Country Club, 30 Wimbledon Drive. Kind of ironic, huh? Hey, look, my house here we're about a 30-second walk from grass court 10. And so a couple things. Number one, I can never have an excuse for being late. Traffic's never an issue. But number two, I go out there and, I go past a couple of houses as I go out my door before I make the slight left turn to go to the grass courts. And when I make that slight left turn, I'm telling you, in front of me are a boatload of beautiful, drop-dead gorgeous grass courts, and then to the west are the San Jacinto Mountains. And all I'm telling myself is, God, Brent, don't screw this up. This is too good. So hopefully, like you, every day you go to the tennis club or facility or wherever you are pretty grateful for what you've got going with the game of tennis. I know I sure am. And so look, guys, what I want to chat about today is that horrible feeling. Hey, Mark, good morning. Thanks for checking in. And guys, listen, if you're listening to the live version, would love for you to just drop a comment into the comments area. Let me know, what's going on, or just say hi. But that really just the worst feeling in the game of tennis is when you're competing and you're playing pretty tight, right? You get that feeling of everything's tentative, and there's a number of reasons that we kind of get into that rather than just kind of playing free and loose. And I mean, there's sort of that feeling of, at least for me, it's that feeling of I don't care, but I don't mean it quite that way. But it's like if I miss this shot, it's not going to be the end of the world. Of course, that's really just kind of just sort of false advertising to yourself. Obviously you care. Obviously you want to win. Hey, Randy, good for you doing your strengthening. Thanks for checking in. But the Wilson World Tennis Classic finished up yesterday over at the Shadow Mountain Resort. And I played two doubles events, played the men's 70s doubles and then the mixed 70s doubles. And I just kind of felt tight, right? I mean, I'll be the first one to admit it. I felt tight. I played tight. Loosened up a little bit yesterday in the mixed doubles bronze match, which we ended up winning. But other than that, just really kind of just had that real tentative thing. And for me, when I get tentative or tight, I don't see the tennis ball. I mean, I just really sort of a swinging in an area, and when I'm swinging in an area and not clearly seeing the tennis ball before contact, for me, I get tentative with it. Some of it is wanting to win so much that you don't have the freedom to swing. And look, there's always a risk that you're going to miss, right? And I'm not saying that you're going to, just willy-nilly, helter-skelter hit the ball as hard as it's ever been hit in the history of the game. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that look, I had a great discussion yesterday with my good friend, and I don't know, 22, 23, 24, 25-time gold baller, Erica Smith. And I've known Erica ever since she was, a little kid over at the Berkeley Tennis Club. She was a great junior, played in the tour for a little bit, had some really great wins. And, I was talking to her. I've got a lot of respect for her because she's real smarty pants, first of all, Harvard and all that. Yeah, anyway, so, but she's very articulate in terms of the way that she describes the game. And I just asked her as I was going out to play this bronze ball match yesterday, I said, when she was working with the great Australian coach, Jack Shaw, one of Jack's things was, he had three things that he just coached all the time. Number one was watch the ball. Number two was, make sure the feet are moving. And number three, early prep. And if you do all three of those things, the chances are you're not going to feel tight. The chances are that you're going to have some swing freedom going on. But the one thing she told me is that she was playing, I don't know, some national event somewhere with her often partner, Mary Daly, who is just a great person and heck of a player, heck of an athlete. But look, in doubles, you've got to have a partner that is going to give you the freedom that, as Erica said, that she was playing this match and she was playing a little tight. And Mary just stopped her and just said, you got a big forehand. You've got permission, full permission for me to hit the back fence over there. Just hit it, right? And typically, if you have that freedom, number one, that it doesn't, you're not worried about, the server's partner poaching, or you're not worried about anything. And all you're going to do is just crack it cross court. And if you hit the back fence, as Erica said, look, it's easier to bring the ball in if you're hitting a little bit deep than it is if you're hitting short or you're being tentative to be able to swing out. So that was kind of my thing yesterday, was just to go out there and another baseball analogy, or a baseball analogy might be, when you're in a slump, you got to hit your way out of it, right? You've got to hit your way out of it. And so if you are getting that feeling of any time in a match where you're feeling a little tight, you're not sure that for whatever reason, and look, there's 101 reasons that we feel tight. I'm not talking about choking, but choking and feeling tight are kind of along the same thing. There's kind of a fear factor involved. But in this case, you need to have a doubles partner, if you're playing doubles with this and feeling tight, who gives you permission to hit the back fence. And if you've got a partner that, is going, come on, what's going on over there? I mean, I remember once playing doubles decades ago, and I was playing a little tight, and I just kind of told my partner, I said, look, stick with me, hang in there with me, because it's going to come. And once I said that, what I realized back then was let her go, because the guy just said, fine, fine. You take all the time you want to unravel whatever is causing you to be tight. And so, look, if you're feeling that, hey, Brent, what's going on? Time this morning, playing my semifinal match in about a half hour. Good, man. Well, listen, I know I don't think you're at Lake Nona. I think you're in Arizona at Surprise. So listen, congratulations. That's the NTRP, I think, national final. Go get them. Yeah. I mean, we have to realize that, number one, this is just a game. This is not life and death. No one's making any money on it. I'm assuming there's no one who's on the tour making money who's listened to 7 Around 7. Maybe someone is. But look, for the rest of us who are just enjoying the game as, let's call it a hobby. I mean, I dig into it a little bit deeper than a hobby. I mean, it's a primary hobby in my life in terms of, fitness and eating right, and always thinking, what can I do to get a little bit better? And part of that is, like Brent Busboom, is to go out there today and just realize, win or lose, nothing's really going to change, right? So you've got the freedom. You've got the freedom to see the ball and to just, pick out a target and just hit it over there and just kind of take it from there. So anyway, Mark Jordan, being in the moment is what works. Being so elusive at times. Yeah. Well, look, no question that, being in the moment is easy said, way easier said than done. But for me, it really is about seeing the tennis ball. And when I get tight, I know what happens when I get tight or tentative. It starts in my hands, right? And everything Erica said yesterday was just go loosen up the grip, just loosen it up and just let her fly. And if you've got a doubles partner that gives you permission to do that, to hit the back fence, then you know what? You're gonna hit a couple that probably will never, ever hit the back fence. You might hit one or two a little bit deep. That's okay. You can kind of, as Jeff Jacklett says, you can monitor and adjust that. But look, have some swing freedom out there. And again, just don't care. I mean, I'm not saying be super sloppy. Don't hit the ball as hard as you can. But you've got to have a reality check on this thing, that this is not life and death. It's okay. It's okay one way or the other. All right, guys, look, that's it for me today. Brent Busboom, good luck today in your match. I'm not sure how Mike Rogers is doing. I know Mike's playing the NTRP Nationals in Lake Nona in Florida. So if you're still playing in that, Mike, good luck. And guys, that's it for me today. I've got an 8:30 grass court appointment with the Big O this morning. We're to play singles for about 30 minutes, and then we got some doubles, some big hitters coming out. So looking forward to that. Guys, that's it. But look, as always, want to read your comments, your questions down below in the comments area. You can also direct message me over at Facebook and or shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. Absolutely love to read, and I do promise to respond to your stuff. Again, the email might take a day or two to get back to you just because it's kind of loaded up there. Anyway, guys, time to get out there. Help someone else. Have a spectacular day. Guys, I will see you again next time.